Hi everyone, Natalia is here, and today we are going to talk about market valuation of assets in a self-managed superannuation fund. As usual, I'll begin with a disclosure that information provided in my videos is general information only and it doesn't substitute a financial advice because I didn't consider your personal circumstances, objectives and needs. Let's talk about market valuation for self-managed superannuation fund. If you're a trustee of self-managed superannuation fund, the legislation requires you to provide the evidence of market value of the assets in a self-managed superannuation fund. Regulation section 8.02b requires you to provide the evidence to the auditor annually. So what it means that annually you have to obtain the market valuation for your assets and provide it to the auditor. We also look at, so when we look at market valuation, we consider the following requirements. The requirements of the SIS Act, the requirements of the auditor standards, which says that auditor must obtain the evidence and it has to be objective evidence, not a subjective evidence like trustee said that this property would be $1 million. No, it has to be objective, so it has to be independent evidence, and also the ATO's guidance on the market valuation. So what we know from this standards, legislation and guidances, we know the following. Assets must be valued at market value, they must be valued annually, but there is no requirement or who should do the evaluation. So it means you don't need the independent valuation to be done. You don't need to use the independent registered value, apart from a few cases when it's compulsory. It's a compulsory to use the registered value for formal valuation if you sell collectibles such as the artwork, for example, if SMSF still has collectibles and sells it to the related party, then we need to obtain the proper valuation from the valuer, registered value, formal valuation. However, in other cases, we don't need it. What we need the evidence of the market value. So when we talk about shares, varies or any other listed managed funds, unit trust, any listed entities, there is no issues. It will be just closing market price on a day, which is the 30th of June, and this will be market value of the listed shares, units, or listed any other listed entities at 30th of June. There is no problem here. Second, when we talk about the property, this is where there could be issue. So for the property valuations, we can use the desktop valuation, say online providers such as a CoverLogic, or we can use the real estate agent's curve valuation, but there should be the evidence of the sale of the similar properties attached to the real estate agent's letter. So if you have a property in SMSF and you ask your real agent for the valuation of this property, please ask for the evidence such as the similar properties in the area. SMSF trustee could do valuation themselves. Again, they could do research and provide the evidence that similar properties have been sold for such and such price, and therefore property in my SMSF should be that much. Also in the SMSF, obviously if there is no other option available, you can use the registered value, you can use the formal, you can do a formal valuation. It will cost extra. These fees are deductible from a self-managed superannuation fund and has to be paid from SMSF's bank account. However, worst case scenario, you have to use the registered value, or you can use the other professional who has experience in the market valuations of the properties. Again, we go down to the desirable evidence and priority of the evidence which could be obtained by the SMSF trustees. So we are talking about worst case scenario. If there is nothing is available, we use the land tax notices where you have a market valuation, but usually it's understated, and we all know that. And we also use the curve valuation. So these are your options, and market valuation has to be done annually. Again, it could be done just by the SMSF trustees by doing their own research. Number 3, cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a challenge because very often the cryptocurrency would have slightly different closing price from the different exchanges. So again, what you should do, we should obtain the market value of the cryptocurrency from the biggest exchange if it's possible, or you can combine and provide the average price from like 3 exchanges, 4 exchanges, or 5 exchanges. We use software that is specifically for SMSFs, and they do have market value where they use 5 exchanges and they do the average from 5 exchanges in our software for the most of coins. However, if you have some really rare coins, altcoins, or you have NFT, you'll have to dig deeper and provide us with the evidence of the market value for these coins or for these holdings at 30th of June. This is it for today, and this is the short version of my presentation for CPA Australia when I went to the CPA Australia retreat this year, and I hope to see you all there next year. Hopefully I'll go next year as well, and talk to you soon.